Have you ever noticed how one tiny message can completely change your mood? And I don't mean something obviously bad. Not a breakup text. Not something cruel. I mean something small, something ordinary, like, okay. Or maybe, sure. Or maybe he reads your message and says nothing for 3 hours. And suddenly, your brain starts moving faster than reality. Yesterday he was warm. He was joking. He was sending voice notes. He was saying goodnight like everything was fine. And today, dry, short, cold, at least. That's how it feels. And now you're staring at one message like it contains some hidden truth. You reread it. You check the punctuation. You notice he didn't use the emoji he usually uses. You check when he was last online. You replay your last conversation. And then the questions begin. Did I say something wrong? Is he upset? Is he losing interest? Why does this feel different? And my dear, this is the moment where women often start blaming themselves. They say, I'm overthinking again. I'm being dramatic. I need to calm down. But can I tell you something? Sometimes what feels like overthinking is actually your brain trying to solve uncertainty. Because the human brain hates uncertainty. It hates not knowing. It hates silence. It hates emotional information that feels unfinished. So when something feels unclear, your brain starts filling in the blanks. And unfortunately, it usually doesn't fill them with peace. It fills them with fear. That's why one short text can suddenly become, he's mad. He's distant. He's pulling away, even though you don't actually know that yet. Your brain is not reading facts. It's building a story. And that story feels real. That's the trap. But here's where it gets deeper. Sometimes you're not reacting to this one message. You're reacting to emotional history. Maybe you've been in relationships where warmth disappeared suddenly, where silence meant something painful. Maybe you've been in relationships where affection felt inconsistent. One day everything felt warm, and the next day something shifted. And if your body has lived through that, one tiny change can feel much bigger than it actually is. Because now it's not just, okay. Now your nervous system hears danger, loss. Something is wrong. Something is changing. And that's why women sometimes don't even realize what's happening. They think, I'm reacting to this message, but often they're reacting to what this message reminds their body of. And that's a very different thing. But there's another truth too. Sometimes we get so used to decoding people that we stop simply receiving communication. We start analyzing everything. Timing, tone, speed, punctuation, one emoji, no emoji, one short word, one delayed reply. And suddenly, communication stops being communication. It becomes investigation. And honestly, that is exhausting. Because now you're not talking to someone, you're studying them, trying to predict mood, trying to prevent pain, trying to emotionally prepare. And that's not connection. That's anxiety wearing a relationship costume. So What do you do in that moment? This is the part I think matters most, because no one teaches women what to do in those first 10 minutes. The screen lights up. You read the message. Your stomach drops. Your mind starts racing. What now? First, don't answer your thoughts immediately. And don't answer him immediately either. Pause. Because panic loves speed. Fear wants immediate action, but clarity needs a minute. Ask yourself, what actually happened? Not what I fear happened. What actually happened? That question changes everything. Did he insult me? Did he reject me? Did he actually say something hurtful? Or did I receive a short message and my brain built a painful story around it? Then ask yourself something else. Is this about him right now? Or is this touching an old fear in me? That question matters too. Because not every emotional reaction is about the present moment. Sometimes it's emotional memory. And that changes how everything feels. And one more thing, look at patterns, not one message, because one short text means very little. People get tired, people get distracted, people get busy, people have moods. That happens. But patterns? Patterns tell stories. If someone constantly leaves you confused, constantly anxious, constantly guessing, that matters. But one okay, one delayed reply, one quiet afternoon, that should not have the power to emotionally destroy you. And if it does, don't shame yourself. Understand yourself, because the goal is not stop caring. That's not real healing. The goal is this: stop abandoning yourself every time uncertainty appears. That is very different, because caring is human. Panicking is not the same as caring. And my dear, sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is nothing for 10 minutes. Not reply immediately. Not reread the message 20 times. Not create a story in your head. Just breathe. Put the phone down. Come back to yourself first. Make tea. Take a shower. Go outside. Call a friend. Touch real life again. Remember that the world is still here, because one message on a screen should never become bigger than your entire day. And if someone truly cares about you, you should not have to spend your life decoding them like a puzzle. Love should not feel like constant emotional investigation. It should not feel like guessing all the time. And healing does not mean becoming cold. It means learning this. A message can arrive, and you can stay with yourself. You can breathe. You can wait. You can choose not to panic. You can choose not to build a story too fast. And honestly, that changes everything, because one message should never decide your worth. One pause should never define your value. One short reply should never have access to your whole nervous system. And maybe that's what real peace looks like. Not perfect texts, not perfect people, just a woman who no longer loses herself inside every little signal. And my dear, that kind of peace is possible.